Hi Taurus, this is going to be your reading for December 2025. As you can see, I'm in a new space here. There's more art and stuff to come in the background, but I'm just getting settled in right now, so I appreciate your patience there. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here, I'll move on to traditional tarot, and then back to Oracle at the end. Alright, let's get started. Your message for this month is compassion. Sorry, I hit the mic there, but I'll read that for you. I'm just going to move this over, Taurus. There we go. Your message. Your angels are wrapping a light of compassion around you at this time and guiding you to let go of conflict or the need to prove your point. The more you resist and fight, the unhappier and more drained that you will be. Pointing out mistakes or mishaps, or even concentrating on negative traits or actions of others, will only hold you back. Do not let the unjust actions of others block your experience of joy and freedom, and take some time to review where in your life you may be feeling held back, or even consumed by the frustration and anger, and ask your angels to shine their light upon the situation. Changing how you see yourself will help change how others see you, and angels are surrounding you at this point in time and encouraging you to see yourself through their loving and holy eyes. All the ups and downs that you have faced, all the insecurities that you have overcome, and all the setbacks that you have moved beyond are a testament to your resilience in yourself. Angel Wisdom is encouraging you to love and treat yourself the way that you would love to be loved and treated by others. Then your own actions will be mirrored back to you by those around you. So ask your angel guide to help you be more compassionate towards yourself. Alright, let's take a look here. Taurus, I'm just going to pull some tarot cards. Just give me a minute here just to feel the energy, and then we'll get started, okay? For my lovely Taurus. Taurus, please. When I was pulling the cards, all I kept hearing was wrapping up. Things are wrapping up for you. In a good way, and it feels like in a positive way, and then they just showed me a present wrapped in them. How fitting for December that is, honestly, here, Taurus. But it feels like this kind of wrap-up energy for this month of December for you. I feel like there is a victory here for you. I feel like it's a victory of overcoming something here, especially maybe financially. We do have the Six of Wands coming out in your main energy, which is a celebration, which is a victory here. You know, you're victorious over something, and I feel like it was over some situation, maybe before there's a time where you lost some finances. You know, maybe you're in financial struggle. Maybe some of you have been on the job market, looking for jobs, looking just for a little bit more stability here. So it feels like that's going to be kind of on the way here for you. I have the Queen of Swords coming out here as well, which is kind of a strategy card. I always see the King and Queen of Swords as like kind of a chess match or chess pieces, right? It's very intellectually knowing what step it is to kind of move forward for yourself here. And it's like, yeah, and I feel like you're kind of like, it's like step by step, and I feel like this victory has been kind of a slow process for you. So maybe it's been, you know, you've been looking for a job for 8 months or 9 months, and now you finally found one, or you've been looking for a promotion and one's finally coming in, or now you're getting a holiday bonus or something like that for yourself. But it's all about those like small steps forward. That's like seeing like, this is the trajectory where I want to go, and what are the little steps, or what are the intellectual and mental strategy I am using to kind of get there. And that's what I feel like it is. It's like you were like, okay, financially, I'm not maybe either making enough or have enough money here or feeling stable enough for myself. So I'm going to find a way to do that. So I feel like this kind of compassion towards yourself, if it's feeling like of how much work that you are actually doing, even though you might feel like you're not, or feel like you're like, well, it took me this long to get this, right? It took me this long to find this stability, or it took me this long to maybe find this new job, or get this, but be proud of yourself of sticking through it, of always seeing that this was going to be the outcome, and really enjoy that victory, right? It's like, how can we have this kind of compassion, this love towards ourselves in this situation? It's like sometimes maybe we misstepped, but we got back to where we need to go, and that's what it kind of feels like here. You do have the Hierophant coming out in the reverse, which is your energy here. You are the Hierophant in the tarot deck, Taurus, but it just feels like there's this going against the grain energy, and it's this kind of collective energy that I'm feeling. That Hierophant in reverse has been coming out a lot, and this person is like the natural rebel. It's like, this is what society tells me to do, I'm going to do the opposite of it, because that's what I feel is right, not what someone else tells me to do. And it's funny because we are in the age of Aquarius, and it's this independence kind of time, right? And so they're asking you for that, for this new journey, for this new beginning. The Fool card here, they're just telling you to kind of beat at your own drum, do your own thing. Go after the things that you want to do, not what you think other people should, think you should be, your parents think you should be, your kids, your siblings, but do things kind of for you, is what this kind of message is all about here, I feel like, in December. And that's where this wrapping up is coming from. It's like we're wrapping up this time where this Ace of Pentacles was in reverse. We're wrapping up this time where we maybe struggled a bit here, Taurus, and being compassionate to yourself about moving forward in that. I do have the Knight of Cups here in reverse, which is saying some type of emotional offer might not be coming in the way that we hope for. Maybe some of you are looking for love. Maybe some of you were looking for a partner or someone to step up emotionally or care emotionally here, but it seems like it's not happening for you here. So I feel like there is this, with the Seven of Pentacles, there's a little bit of reflection about how much work we've already done here for ourselves. And so I feel like some of you are kind of going through that financially and also emotionally right now. You're like, this is the work that I've done in this, and I'm still not getting the same, result. I'm not getting this kind of cup of love coming towards me here. So what do I need to change? Or maybe you're just thinking, hey, I've done a really, really good job here. I'm proud of myself for all the work that I've put into this situation. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe, it's a friendship here as well. But you're just like, I'm not getting the same affection back, and that's starting to be a little bit frustrating for you here. I do have the Six of Cups in the reverse, which is stuck in the past energy. So they're saying that there's something here that we are connected to that is in the past, right? And it's interesting because our world, the way it works, it's like, yes, we have destinations, and yes, we can foresee the future, but we also do have free will, and we do have personal choice, and I feel like our choices can alter things. So say we're on a specific timeline, I feel like one choice can branch another timeline. And remember, the past, present, future are all happening at the same time. It's this one kind of cosmic, seismic event that's happening. So it's interesting, right? Because you're just like, it's all happening at the same time. So I truly believe this, but it believes that things can happen. It can be like we can rewrite stories. We can change our energy to where we more align or more with what we want here. And I thoroughly believe that. So just check if some of your energy is more in the past, that you're feeling like, this happened to me before, every time I try to enter a relationship, A, B, and C happens, maybe it's not for me. Double check that and be like, no, this is a new beginning point. Each day, each energy is a new beginning for you. So just trust that being like, that's not going to be my story always. Things are changing. I'm pushing towards this. So when you have that much conviction in yourself, when you have that much conviction here, Taurus, and where you're going and what you're doing, right? We're talking about the Queen of Swords, that kind of laser focus, then you're kind of unstoppable, because you're just like, it doesn't matter if I get hit with a no, if it doesn't happen, matter if something happens where immediately I don't get what I want. That's okay, because I know it's on the way for me here. And I feel like it's going to really be beneficial for not only yourself but your soul here with the Three of Swords, with this pain that you were feeling, because I feel like this almost it's interesting. They just showed me the pain going inside the box and then wrapping it, but I don't know if that's a healthy thing or not. Let me just feel this a little bit more, Taurus. Yeah, showing me kind of just like boxing it and putting it on the shelf. And I don't think it's this energy of ignoring it, Taurus. I think it's more of this energy of being like, yeah, that pain was, it's like acknowledging it. It's like, yeah, that pain was there, and it existed, and it's been like that for a while, but I don't need it anymore. I can put it on the shelf. It's like almost, you know, you have something, you're like, oh, I don't really use this, I'm going to put this in storage for a little bit. So I feel like that's not the story that you're writing for yourself anymore. This new story that you're going to write for yourself is a little bit more compassionate, especially towards yourself. Here you're like, even if this kind of Knight of Cups doesn't kind of show up, even if this person doesn't really come in with the same feelings that you have, you're kind of just like, oh well, whatever, you know, I'm starting to love myself and move forward in that way. Because it just seems like with the Six of Cups, there's this loneliness or this need from the past that is kind of holding you back a little bit here, because it's just pulling you back to a certain feeling that you had before. Maybe this is when you were younger, maybe this was you know, could have been a few years ago here as well, maybe this was a past relationship, but it's like pulling you back to that kind of feeling, and you have to be like, no, circumstances are a little bit different here. Yeah. Five of Wands, the conflict. That's the conflict that's coming up here, right? The emotional conflict for you. Followed by the Death card, Scorpio energy. There's an ending here. You're definitely ending something. That is a wrap. That is the end of this. And you have to kind of decide if that's your own personal energy, or this is an end of maybe an era for you. It's fitting that it is December, even though astrologically speaking the year ends in March. But it feels like this is kind of, you're wrapping things up a little bit here. You're being like, okay, this is not what I want to bring into 2026 with me. Feels a lot to be like emotional conflict. Yeah, you're just looking for balance. Temperance card coming out. They just showed me packing a luggage. Nice. So the Temperance card coming out here, Taurus. So it's like about filling your own cup, you know, having our own needs, staying balanced, staying peaceful. And it's funny because the Temperance card is like, I don't need someone to bring me in this cup, right? This Knight doesn't need to bring this cup to me because I'm already filling my own cup. I'm filling mine, I'm filling other people's, I'm doing good. This is a really peaceful card. This is a very card of balance here, and I think you are doing that. And it's funny because when the Four of Pentacles came out sideways, and when cards come out sideways in my readings, Taurus, you know this if you've seen my readings before, it means personal choice is involved. And this is why I saw kind of a luggage coming out, because it's like, what am I going to take with me? What am I not going to take with me anymore? You know, what am I packing for this next adventure, for this next trip I'm going on, this new beginning for myself, and what am I going to leave behind? What is staying in 2025 for me? And so I feel like there's a choice. It's like, what am I going to hold on to? What am I going to let go of? And that's where it's kind of going on here. Because I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune reverse, you feel like things have just been in a downturn for you. You just feel like, you know, things haven't been moving in your favor. And that's okay, because it can't always, right? Things can't always move in our favor here, Taurus. And then just know with the Sun card in reverse that you're going to be happy and joyful again soon, but this just means it's a little bit delayed. We're just not feeling it right now. Obviously, when you're making this transition phase, when you're maybe starting something new, when you're changing your ideas here, you know, working through your emotions, doing really a lot of that shadow work, it's going to feel pretty tough. It's going to feel like there's a lot of things happening. And I feel like, especially this being a 9 year, being 2005 going into a 1 year, which is 2026, there is a new beginning for a lot of people here. And I feel that for you. I feel like something is just being created, right? Something wants to be birthed. Something wants to kind of grow and harvest and expand here. That's what this Empress is all about. But first, you got to radiate that energy. You got to be the one that puts it out first, right? Being like, I am the Empress. I am the one that is the creator here. I want to create this in 2026. You know, I want to have this kind of new beginning for yourself. So maybe some of you want to start a family, because Empress is about it's also about pregnancy here as well. But you're thinking about what you want to harvest for this month of December. And coming back to this compassion towards yourself, of being like, you know, maybe I didn't hit all these goals last year, maybe I didn't do everything I wanted to last year, but this is a new year, this is a fresh start for me. And that's the energy that they want you to bring in this December into the new year of 2026, okay? Just going to pull some oracle cards for the situation. You have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. And I'll read that for you. I'm sorry, Taurus. I'm just trying to start with... There's a lot of cards that are... There we go. I was like, there's a lot of cards that are named the same thing. You're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor the seed of your light in a unique way. You've likely been incarnated on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species are coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional time, and I think this is the important part, the more helpful you will be, right? The more we stay at this peace, this temperance energy, the more we find that ground, we find that peace, we find that calm, especially not only in the world's transitional period, but in your transitional period that seems like you're going through right now, is going to be the most helpful for you. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul, and the more soul fragments you call home, the more wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world to anchor on this light, or perhaps you're taking a trip. Maybe that's why I'm seeing luggage too. Or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission, to grow as an individual and to be a part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. So trust that you can be in the world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. Which you can here, Taurus. I mean, that's what they're kind of saying with this kind of Empress card. You gotta leave some of this heartache, some of this pain behind, especially for this new year, for this new beginning you're having. You are good enough. Of course you are. You're good enough. So just trust that. Trust that you know that, you're good enough for, your dream partner to come along, for your dream job to come along. Just remain that kind of confidence in yourself and that self-love, and that's going to push you through to this next year. That's going to push you through to this kind of new beginning. Of course you're good enough, Taurus, for all of this. Of course you're good enough to, find happiness or find peace. So trust in that and move forward that way in this month, okay?